It's Halloween, and these children are on their way to a party. For many of them, this treat probably comes as a surprise. After all, who would have thought you could have a laugh in hospital? But, as all of these children eventually find out, there are times when needles and medicine are supplemented with another kind of treatment called fun.
Attention activity.
The Janeway Hospital, located in St. John's at Pleasantville, the former American Armed Forces base. This hospital cares for children specifically. It's a busy hospital, with many patients being admitted every day. Entering a hospital can be a scary experience for a child. The staff of the Janeway try their best to calm the emotional tension which sometimes develops in a child because of this new and different experience. Here in the admitting area, a chart is prepared which contains information that will be needed by the doctors and nurses during a patient's treatment. Each patient also receives an identification bracelet. It must be worn until the child finally leaves the hospital for home. Eventually, each patient is situated in a nursing unit. The Janeway has 12, which accommodate children up to 16 years of age. Those children who must remain in bed are provided with as much opportunity for play as possible. Play therapists and ladies' auxiliary members bring games, books, and toys. They frequently sit with the children and provide company or some friendly competition in a game of checkers. A Janeway staff member has a saying which states well the attitude of all Janeway staff members towards their young patients. She says, "We like to think of them as our children while they're in hospital." The Janeway is a large, modern hospital. Like all hospitals of its size, the Janeway is equipped with much sophisticated and valuable equipment. Let's look at some of the areas where this equipment is being put to use. The cardiorespiratory department. This patient is having her breathing and lungs tested. The machinery involved in this test can find out how much air she can breathe in and how much she can push out. Here in the physiotherapy department, therapists help children recover the use of muscles and bone movements. Specialized equipment like this whirlpool are used to aid the physiotherapist in his or her work. In the audiology department, children are tested for hearing disabilities. This department operates as a referral center for both children and adults. This little girl is having her hearing tested. Every time she hears a pure tone, she takes a ball off the stick. Her responses help the doctor determine the level of her hearing. The hospital's Poison Control Center is involved in prevention and safety. It provides information on poisons and treatments to doctors, nurses, and parents all over Newfoundland. A hotline is provided to give immediate information in all emergency situations. The center also provides valuable information on poisoning through printed information, which is distributed free to children and parents. Over the past 2 years, in cooperation with the Department of Health, a special service for transporting a sick infant has been made available. A pediatric medical resident and a nurse are prepared when requested to go to any area in the province to bring a sick baby to the hospital in a transport incubator. The hospital provides diagnostic and treatment facilities for outpatients as well as for the patients who must remain in the hospital for care. Specialized departments and clinics are in progress every day, taking care of all kinds of children's disorders.
Now, show what are you doing? Chapter 9, is it? Okay. Go over the words. What's that word there? Relief. Mystery. Mystery. Not. Meeting. Not. Good. Right.
Salary.
Okay.
Cereal. Series.
Good.
Profession. Admitted.
Good.
Delivery. Farewell. Amusement. Arrangement. Final.
No.
Finally.
Good. It ends in L-Y.
Generally.
When a child is hospitalized, parents are often concerned about the child's education and the need for it to be continued. The Janeway has solved that problem by providing a school for all age groups. Busy teachers can be seen instructing in both the classroom and the hospital room. They give the children an opportunity to keep up with their studies, and this eliminates their fear of being behind once they return to regular school.
These are both pronounced the same way, okay?
A sick child is still a child, and every effort is made here at the Janeway to make the hospital environment as much like home as possible. If a child gets lonely, there are telephones available so that parents and families can be contacted. Play areas are available on each nursing unit, as well as a large play area where children go daily for organized games. Here the children can do just about everything. And as you can see, they enjoy themselves thoroughly. All kinds of material are provided for the children to make the most of their playtime. Another aspect of this activity is the fact that it enables the children to make friends with their fellow patients. They can even have a game of pool, which is one of the more popular activities. Play is a very important part in the life of a child, and so is celebrating a birthday. When the children have birthdays, parties are arranged by the staff and voluntary workers. the hospital environment as much like the home environment is important, but nothing can replace the love and attention of the child's parents. Because of this, parents are encouraged to spend as much time with their children as they can. It's important that children return home as soon after treatment as possible. The hospital has quite recently provided a children's home care program. Now, if a child is ready to return home but still needs continuing care, the hospital can provide nursing care and other necessary services so that the child can be with the family during convalescence. A nurse coordinates the program, arranging all the services that are necessary for each child returning home.
I'm gonna cry.
The Janeway. Doctors, nurses, staff, and parents. Ordinary people, but people working together for a cause, making sick children healthy children.